What's going on, people? How you doing today? In this video, I am going to tell you how to become a money magnet and attract wealth into your life, attract nice things into your life, new houses, new cars, whatever you desire. Wealth, baby. Now, you have to believe that you are already wealthy in the unseen. And this is going to be your imagination, using your imagination, seeing the version of yourself that's already wealthy. You have to believe that you are collapsing and merging timelines right now. You have to believe that the version of yourself that's already wealthy, the version of yourself that already has that big house that you desire, you have to visualize this. And you have to believe that this is the version that you are becoming, that you are aligning yourself with. It's all about belief. When you think about everything that's in your reality, reality is based off all of your beliefs. Things that you feel like you can do, things that you feel like you can't do, things that you believe that you deserve in your life. All of these things are what creates your reality. So when you believe that you are already wealthy in the unseen, in the 5D, in the quantum field, when you believe that version is already wealthy and that you are aligning yourself to that version, you will definitely start to attract wealth in your life. You will become a money magnet. Now, you have to release all shame and guilt from wanting money. You know, I just recently talked to this chick and she told me that she would feel guilty or feel bad about having millions of dollars or billions of dollars in her life because she has so much emotional guilt that she would have too much money for everybody, right? She would feel like shame because they don't have money, or shame because she has more money than them over there. You know, this is only a program that was installed in her from the day she was born. You should never feel guilt or shame from wanting millions of dollars in your life, from wanting financial freedom. You should never feel bad about that. You should always have good thoughts when it comes to wealth. You should always feel like you deserve wealth in your life. Not feeling shame, not feeling bad, not feeling guilt. You should say things like, you know what, when this wealth enters my life, I'm going to help lots of people. I'm going to look out for people. I'm going to feed the homeless. I'm going to donate to charities. You know, start saying things like that, because if you feel guilt or shame about wanting money, you'll never attract it. You will never have wealth in your life. You'll never win that lottery if you feel bad about it. So you got to release shame. You got to release guilt from wanting money. And also you have to replace I can't afford it with money flows to me with divine ease. You know, the divine always sends me wealth in all kind of ways, in different ways. You know, you have to stop saying things like, I can't afford it. I don't think I'll ever be able to buy that. I don't think I deserve that. You know, you cannot say these things. Your subconscious mind is always listening. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference about if what you say you don't want or things that you say you do want. You have to stop saying things that are negative about money or even negative about yourself. Because even if you wanted to attract love in your life, you can't say things like, I can't find love. You know, there's no love out there. Your subconscious mind is listening. It's going to produce that reality. It's going to produce results. So it's very important right now for you to stop saying things like you can't afford it, you never have enough. Start saying things like you always have enough. The divine always sends me wealth all the time. Money flows to me easily all the time, right? Money is always in my life. You know, you have to say things like that. And imagine yourself not even looking at the price tag when you go buy things, right? Don't even look at the price tag, just buy it. In your imagination, you already got it. You know, you can create a whole scene in your mind about you walking into the Gucci store, you know, or walking into somewhere where you want to buy yourself a new car or just a very expensive outfit or whatever it may be, right? Imagine that you already bought it. Your imagination is the essence of creation. You can use your imagination for anything. And anything that you continuously imagine over and over and over again, you will produce this in your reality, right? Now, how to become a money magnet and attract wealth into your life? You have to declare wealth as your birthright. And it really is, truly, wealth is your birthright. There is no thing in this world that you should want or need without having it in abundance in your life. You have to say things like wealth is your birthright from God, from the universe, from the divine, right? And you have to always attach this to God, because God is always trying to send wealth in your life all the time. But if you're continuously sending mixed signals like you don't deserve it or you don't have enough, if you're broadcasting this signal out into the universe, you're only going to get that back. That is a lack mindset. That is a lack wealth mindset. So you have to get rid of this. And everything is the mindset. Everything that I'm telling you in this video is changing your mindset for wealth and abundance. Because I'm letting you know, from the day you were born, from the day I was born, from the day that most people are born, they were programmed with a lack mindset. So you definitely have to reprogram your subconscious mind for success. And at the end of this video, I am going to tell you exactly how to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can attract this wealth in your life. Now, how to become a money magnet and attract wealth in your life, you have to stop identifying with poverty, and you have to stop identifying with black stories from the past. This is very important. Now, a lot of the times when it comes to a person wanting wealth, they start thinking about, man, all the times they couldn't afford this, all the times that they couldn't get that, and then they continuously produce these same results in their life, because whatever your mind stays on, you are going to continuously manifest in your life, right? So if you're continuously thinking about the times when you couldn't get this, or the times you had to get on the bus, or the times that you didn't have enough, the time that you were broke, you couldn't afford it, you didn't get the house, or you didn't get the car, or you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You're going to continuously live in that same loop. It's very important for you to just stop thinking about anything in the past when it comes to lack, when it comes to not having. You have to stop identifying with this. And I'm telling you, it will keep you stuck in that loop. Now, you also have to see money as energy. You have to see money as neutral, spiritual, and that it responds to your vibration. If you look at money as a vibration, which it is, your manifestation is always going to sit on a vibration, right? When you look at money as energy, you already are going to have this need to just align with that energy. You are going to start developing different techniques and different skills that will keep you on a high vibration, just feeling gratitude and being grateful for everything, right? When you broadcast a signal of gratitude, then the universe is going to give you more things to be grateful for, right? But if you broadcast a signal of lack and not having, you're only going to attract lack and not having, right? So you have to continuously look at money as neutral, and always know that your spiritual journey is connected to your financial freedom. That's why you're going through this right now. You're chosen. You were chosen to be wealthy. You were chosen to be wealthy. Because right now you're going through all of these different spiritual things that's going on in your life. You're seeing these repeating numbers. You're going through these synchronicities right now. You're coming across videos like this. Nothing happens by mistake. If God puts a video in your feed that's all about wealth, all about abundance, this is your frequency. This is your vibration. That's where you're at right now. So you are going to continuously attract more videos and like-minded people in your life that are also becoming that money magnet, or people that are already money magnets, people that want to bring opportunities into your life. God will start sending those people into your life. So it's very important right now for you to just see money as an energy, see it as a currency, and that you are always aligning to that vibration and that frequency of wealth, right? So you always want to do that. Now, you also have to practice gratitude for bills. Bills are supposed to come. You're supposed to have bills, because by you just being grateful for bills, bills are proof that you are trusted with responsibility. You pay your bills on time. You always have wealth to pay those bills. Being grateful that you always have the wealth to pay these bills is sending out a broadcast to the universe. You're responsible for paying these bills. You're grateful because it is proof that you are making wealth in your life. When you have bills, you are literally a responsible person that creates wealth. That's all that means. So just be grateful. And also every day you have to affirm to yourself, I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet for divine miracles. For divine miracles. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet for divine financial miracles. And this is kind of similar to the 20-word script. And the 20-word script is, I am so grateful now that wealth and abundance comes to me easily and effortlessly on a continuous day-to-day basis. Your words are very, very powerful. What you speak out there in the universe is a vibration, is an energy. When you continuously speak on wealth, speak as wealth always comes to you, you are definitely broadcasting that signal out to the universe. And also your inner words, what you say to yourself, that inner conversation that no one else can hear but God, the universe can hear, right? Those words are very, very important. So you always have to affirm daily that I am a money magnet for divine financial miracles on a regular basis, or I am so wealthy now that wealth and abundance, I am so grateful now that wealth and abundance comes to me easily and effortlessly on a continuous day-to-day basis. Create your mantras that you can speak all the time. Because the more you speak these mantras, the more you are going to reprogram your subconscious mind for wealth and abundance. And when you reprogram your subconscious mind, you're only going to attract wealth in your life. You're going to better get wealth a hug just like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, how to become a money magnet and attract wealth in your life, you have to let go of jealousy. Now, you're human. All of us have had jealousy at one point in time in our life. And I've come across people who have even said, oh man, I'm never jealous. Bull crap. Everybody gets jealousy at one point in time in their life. You're gonna feel jealous of somebody because they got something that you wanted, or you feel like you're being held back and everybody else around you is manifesting things, getting blessings in life. Sometimes you feel like you may be stuck or your blessings are not being heard by God. God is always listening to your blessings, your please let me get this. God is always listening. Now, you are going to get things in divine time when you are ready for it. It's important to trust the divine timing, right? Let go of jealousy. And the way to align with the wealth frequency is to start celebrating others. When people post their greatness online, things they have accomplished, things that they've done, or a new house or a new car, leave those messages like congratulations, good job, start celebrating other people's wins. That will align you with the wealth frequency. Once you get on that frequency, you're going to attract so much wealth in your life. It's going to come from places that you didn't even imagine where it's going to come from. You're going to get inspired action to do things, maybe like play the lottery at a certain store. You may even have a dream about that, right? And you'll know where to go because you're on that frequency. So it's very important for you to let go of jealousy. Now, you have to heal past memories when it comes to money. Think about times that you may have think about times that you feel like you may have made the wrong decision about some money that did come into your life. Everything happens in divine order, right? You have to know that when you say things like that, you know what? That was supposed to happen. God wanted me to experience that because life is all about experiences. God wanted me to learn that lesson. It was supposed to happen just like the way God wanted it to. See, when you start changing the story and your memories about money, things in the past, you change your relationship with it. And once you change your relationship with any kind of money dealings or things that you have done with money, even love or anything in your life, once you change the relationship, you'll start to realize that everything is the divine plan. Everything is the way God wants it, right? I'm telling you, once you change your memories, you're going to change your relationship to anything that's going on in the past when it comes to money. And also, you have to use mirror work. You can look yourself in the eyes. When you look in your eyes, you're looking in the eyes are the windows to the soul. When you look yourself in the eye and you say things like, I am worthy of riches. I am the chosen one. I was chosen to be wealthy. Looking yourself directly in the eyes every single morning. You are definitely attracting wealth in your life when you say this. So you have to just continuously do this on a day-to-day basis. Get up in the morning, after you do your visualization when you get up, because you have to visualize before you go to sleep, visualize when you wake up in the morning, and then get up in the morning and do your mirror work. You know, your mirror work is just as important as speaking things into existence. You know, it's just as important as your vision board. You know, you should have also have vision boards all around your house like Cynthia Stafford had. She had vision boards. She was speaking things into existence. She was scripting things. She was making songs and dancing about winning the lottery. She was doing all these things. She did it for 5 years, right? And she manifested $112 million. You know, I guarantee you she was doing that mirror work. You know, you have to continuously believe, continuously reprogram your subconscious mind for success, for wealth, for abundance. This is very, very important. And let go of the time. Detach yourself about when it's going to happen, where it's going to come from, or who's going to send it, what lottery game it is. You know, you're going to get your inspired action of what to do, where to play, or what business to start, or what investment to get into, or what people to link up with. You know, it's going to come to you, right? So you definitely have to just use that mirror work and continuously say things like, I am chosen, you know, I am worthy of riches, you know, I deserve it, you know, things like that. You know, this is very important, looking dead into your eyes. Now, at nighttime is to reprogram your subconscious mind. This is very important. What you listen to at nighttime, it programs you. Your conscious mind isn't there to contradict anything that you're listening to. You know, and you have to do this every single night to listen to positive money affirmations. You know, this will make you dream about wealth. This will make you have vivid dreams about winning the lottery, or this will make you have vivid dreams about what store to play the lottery at, or what business to invest into, or what business to start. You know, that's what listening to positive, powerful money affirmations at nighttime will do for you. You know, and not only will it change your dreams, make you dream about it and have thoughts about it, it will make you dream big. You know, you're going to start dreaming big, and you're not going to ask God for just enough. You're going to ask God for overflow, because at this point in time, you're going to feel like you deserve it. You're going to feel like everything that you desire, it's already yours. You're going to feel so positive about having wealth in your life, right? Now, when you fall asleep, like I said, you want to imagine your rich life. You want that feeling like as if it is already yours. It's very important to stay very consistent on this. You know, I know sometimes you have that long day at work, or, you know, you've been doing lots of things, and, you know, and it's hard to not think about your day, right? It's hard to not just replay things that have happened throughout the day. You have to train yourself to just forget about that. Forget about what happened in the day. You know, visualize that rich life. Visualize yourself already wealthy. Visualize yourself standing at that lottery office, cashing in that lottery ticket. Visualize them bringing out that big check for you to hold, right? That has all of these millions of dollars that you just received in your life. Visualize people congratulating you, you know, telling you congratulations. You just won the lottery. You know, you're very lucky. You're blessed. You know, visualize that every night. Also, when you wake up in the morning, visualize it in the morning for about 5 minutes. The whole scene, keep replaying it. And throughout the day, while you're just doing whatever you're doing, working whatever you're doing, visualize it. Even when you're talking to people, you know, let their voices or what they're talking about sound like you can't even understand what they're saying, because you have to just constantly visualize that moment, that same scene over and over again. You are going to attract wealth in your life. This is how you become a money magnet. This is how you attract wealth in your life. It's going to take consistency. It's going to you have to keep believing in the unseen. You have to keep believing that you already are wealthy, that you have wealth already in your life, and that it's on the way right now. However, whatever feels right to you. Because when you start telling God and start telling the universe, I am chosen for wealth. It's me, it's already mine, it's done. Say things like that. And by you listening to those powerful money affirmations at nighttime, I'm telling you, you will definitely start to reprogram your subconscious mind, and you will start to attract wealth in your life, right? Now, I just wanted to deliver a powerful message for you and tell you how to become a money magnet and how to attract wealth in your life. That's it. That's all. Thank you so much for letting me deliver this message to you. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you so much for tuning into Millionaire Mindset, where everything happens in divine time by divine design. But you are the divine design, baby. Yes, you are. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment on this video and hype me up if you get a chance. I truly appreciate you. Until the next video, people. Peace.